Hey y'all, and thank you for tuning in to Divine Feminine Tarottea. If you like what you see, please y'all go ahead, like, share, subscribe, okay? Hit the bell. If you want to be here every single time that me and the T team are over here getting it in with these good old tarot messages, and if you would like a personal reading, please go on over to dftarottea.etsy.com to book yourself a personal reading over there. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get started. Y'all, somebody out there has a relationship that is on the horizon, or it may be an opportunity for you. It's being spoken about. Somebody is speaking with you about it. And you're just in a position right now of wondering if you were to go ahead and entertain this relationship, where would it take you? Where does it go? What does it look like? Hopefully this reading can give you some guidance and help you to consider, okay, you know, when this person rolls back through, or maybe if you decide to call them back, or whatever the case may be, you can have some insight on what this relationship would look like if you actually took this person up on it, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into it, okay? Unexpected income, okay? You may have a really, like, I'm getting the vibe of like a daunting feeling about moving forward with this relationship. You're like, I don't know if this person is the right person. I don't know if this is it. First things first, this person would give you more than you would expect. You would get more out of this person than expected. This person would have more to offer than you would anticipate, okay? They would be willing to drop a little something on you. And we're not just talking money, just energy and different things, period. This person may have more of a relationship with God than you're aware of. And this is going to affect their forward motion. So you would be gifted. This is financial or material. This person would make a habit of giving you gifts. You know, they think this would make you feel special. Small gifts. You know, this is a person that says, you know, here's some perfume. Here's your favorite cupcake. Here's your favorite muffin. I stopped off and got you dinner. Here's a pair of shoes. Here's a ring. You know, this is somebody that just makes a habit. Here's some earrings. Makes a habit of picking up small tokens for you, okay? Baubles and trinkets. They know you like this and they will get this for you, okay? In this way, they feel like they are showing up as the type of man you would want to be. They feel it's a show of honor. Hey, look, I come in the house. I know you like these cookies. Well, here goes a box of them, okay? We're not talking about somebody that's always dropping extremely expensive gifts, even though they may do that. This is somebody that just make sure you get some kind of gift, okay? This person makes sure you're receiving something from them, little gifts and trinkets. And this is their way of trying to show you you can depend on this relationship to take you in a positive direction. There may be some things that happened in the past that you will need to forgive. Also, in general, this masculine may be somebody that, you know, one has to forgive him often, okay? That may just be part of the personality that he has. He is one that you may have to forgive quite often. You know, forgiveness with this orphan energy. This man is someone that has abandonment issues. In the past, he may have been in a relationship where he was abandoned, or he feels he was abandoned anyway in regards to his financial situation. He feels someone in his previous family situation abandoned him when he was at his lowest. Okay, when he was at his brokest, the person no longer had use for them. Okay, and that relationship is a war and a battle that he may have even recently fought. Okay, it's not far from him, that war and that battle. Okay, you know, this is a situation where the pathway for this man and where he's trying to go is transformation as he tries to be the main male in your life. He attempts to do this by being a little different than whatever he's been before, perhaps in a previous relationship. And also, he has a lot of romantic feelings for you. This may also be something that didn't quite exist in his previous relationships, okay? This is something that has laid dormant in this man until this point, being in a relationship with a woman that he had a lot of romantic feelings for, okay? Okay, period. This man may very well be in fatherly energy with you. You may be somebody with a deceased father as well, and this man kind of steps into that role or gives you that type of feeling, okay? This man is also very amorous. He will be very affectionate. There will always be sex. There will always be attention and affection going on. There are some people that this man is going to immediately, I don't want to say disregard, but as a result of your presence in his life, there are a couple of feminines here. He's going to flat out forget exist. Okay? Period. He's going to forget they're there. You're going to become a very exalted energy in his life because of the type of feminine energy that you bring to the table. Y'all seen these cards fall out now. We got to read these. Okay? Because of the type of feminine energy you bring to the table, this man becomes very protective of you. Okay? There is the potential of a baby in this relationship. Okay? Okay? We see separation, food, and hunger. Okay? There's a possibility of a baby in this relationship. One of the things you need to know about this relationship, though, is that so this man requires a lot of forgiveness. One of the things that may be going on with him, too, this man may try to have a baby with you to prevent separation. This man may try to have a baby with you because he wants you to forgive him for something else. And this man may also be separated from a child that he had in his last relationship, and he may be dealing with thirst and energy for that child. This man may be bringing some emotional burdens. No, he is bringing emotional burdens into this relationship. Whether these emotional burdens are related to abandonment from his past relationship or feeling like he was discarded when his money wasn't moneying, this man has burdens on his back that are troubling him at this particular time. Food and hunger, okay? He has a thirst for real vows, okay? And we see children again. So he may try to bring in children, and he may think this is a wise decision because this man really, something has gone on with him just previous to this, you may or may not know about, where he feels kind of useless, okay? As relationships are concerned, he just feels a bit useless. He just feels like, you know, someone tossed him away. And this is something that's sticking with him, imprisonment or enslavement. So you need to, or slavery. So you need to know this man brings to the table a lot of emotional baggage and things that have made him feel worthless. There are some things going on in this man where he feels that he just doesn't hold value. He's really struggling with how he sees, he's really struggling with feeling valuable in the eyes of women. You know, feeling like he can be of value to a woman in particular. He may not have any issues with how he feels valuable at work or at church or with family or with his homeboys, but he got something going on where he's feeling like he's not really valuable when it comes to women. Okay, he has been dealt a blow and he feels like he's not really valuable when it comes to women. He may be recovering from a financial fallout. So now he's giving and giving and giving to you because he didn't give and give and give to that last feminine, he was deemed useless by her. So it could definitely be something along those lines. He's almost coming in this with a sense of guilt, something that is hanging on, clinging on to him from the past. Okay. And he is now in prison to trying to recapture his high honor. He's trying to figure out how he can now be seen as a decent man after whatever it is he is, or a man of value and worth in the eyes of women after whatever it is he has been through. Okay, we see courthouse and we see journey, okay? This man is still trying to figure out how to reclaim himself. He may be going through a divorce and now he's on the next leg and the next wave of his life. If not a divorce, he is definitely closing out a relationship. It may be a separation. It may be, unfortunately, he's got established visitation for his baby now. But whatever the case is, he is now on the first leg of his journey to the next wave of his life. So this man is a man who in his mind, heart, emotions, he sees himself as starting over new with the lessons that he learned, but he is still carrying some, you know, feeling like he's been beat up by relationship just past, okay? So with this gentleman, y'all, baggage is already going to be a big part of the conversation, okay? Baggage, what we gonna call him? Bag fella. Is that it? You gonna hurt your back. That's what we gonna hear. Dragging all them bags like that. I guess nobody ever told you all you must hold on to is you, is you, is you. Okay, we're gonna be on that type of tag. He coming in with the bags. Okay, official person, y'all. This man gonna be desperately trying to reclaim himself from being a false person. Okay, we see official person with false person right behind it. This man is gonna desperately be trying to get himself into the next wave. And in this, you may feel or even face, you won't even say feel, you're going to face a bit of persecution and inquisition from him, okay? You may even feel like there are times when he's stealing your time. This man's going to be very clingy because he's going to come into the relationship very insecure, okay? So he's going to be very clingy. You might find him being almost whiny. He's insecure, okay? And he may kind of try to keep you, you know, imprisonment, okay? This man is going to be on your heels. And the way I see it is not in a dominant way. It's in a submissive way. It's almost like kids, you know, they say, you don't want to spend the night with me watching this show? You don't want to eat this with me? You really gonna let me do this by myself? You don't want to come with me to, like that type of thing where he's really just trying to dominate all your time. You know, maybe he likes to go out every night after work. Maybe you're somebody that goes out after work on Fridays and Saturdays, or just Fridays, or maybe even not at all. And you go out occasionally, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, they having buffalo wings night. Don't you want to come with me? And you like, you don't want to have no buffalo wings with me, because he really wants you with him all the time. He's going through something where he's kind of needy, and he's going to really want you all the time. He also likes to show you off, but you might start to get annoyed with him, okay, as the energy that I'm getting. Like, because we see you, he's stealing your time, okay? You kind of feel like, I actually want to sleep, but okay. And he really is really this clingy and in this needy of a space. This isn't a man that is trying to be controlling or an asshole. He's going through something and it's made him kind of clingy, okay? There are going to be times where you want to free yourself and kind of just leave him to hang with his friends. And maybe you want to just read a book or do something else. And you like, listen, find you something to do. You know what Martin say? Go to the zoo. You and some of your friends want to go to the zoo. Like, you're going to start feeling like, don't you have something that you want to get into? You got things you want to work on as well. You may be hardworking. You may be building a business. You may have something you're trying to establish. And here he is coming into the relationship in this really needy energy. Okay? And we see forgiving and learning, okay? Again, we see that forgiveness. You're going to really have to forgive him for this. This man is not quite himself. His heart may still be a little broken from something he's going through, as well as this relationship thing. And he's just really needy. Okay, leaving or travel. This man is really needy, and he's very afraid that you're going to leave with what? Look, leave or travel, transportation. He's afraid of someone leaving him right now, because right now he doesn't feel like himself. Look, distant horizons. This man is so afraid that once again his inadequacies will run a woman away. Again, you know, it's him. He's believing in this. He's carrying this baggage. Okay, look at this retreat. This man is so worried that you may pull back from him, that he's trying to constantly keep you pulled towards him. Okay, with this attraction energy, it's like, please don't go. Please stay with me. Please stick around. Codependency. Well, there it is. There she go. Codependency. This man is he's struggling with something though. Like, I feel bad. I feel a kind of a compassion for him, because there is no ill will or anything in this. This man really is in a space where he truly just needs some compassion and forgiveness. This man it's like he needs someone to lean to hold him and lean. He needs someone to lean on. We all need somebody. Okay, and it's making him behave and be kind of codependent. You know, he's looking at you like, you're my home now. You know, look at me. Don't you like me? Wealthy man. I'm giving you gifts. I make sure I get your favorite cookies. I never see you and don't bring you something sweet. I think about you all the time. You know, don't you love me? And it's funny because he's gonna be gentler and kinder to you, and you may really like enjoy this, but what you don't realize is that it's coming from a place of brokenness within him. He feels unlovable. Okay, he feels unlovable, and this man needs healing. He needs healing energy. Okay, pay attention to any red flags that you may see off of him, and I'm getting more or less about his mental health. Like, does he lean towards depression? Does he lean towards, you know, isolation and loneliness and like clinging to you so much and this codependency? Pay attention to that. Okay. This man is going to be looking for a spouse. Remember, he's in a very lonely stage, okay? He wants to kind of get to a space in all of this where he kind of figures things out, okay? And he has let go of control issues as a result of this. Something has happened that has really humbled him. He's let go of control issues, and baby, let me tell you, control issues, when you say to yourself, I don't really know if this is what I'm trying to do, this man has let go of them control issues. That was an issue in the past. Okay, we ain't gonna send you off. But what this man has just gone through, he really isn't dealing with that right now. Okay, he just isn't. Child, Solomon had pagan wives. I just opened up the word. Y'all remember the older lady said, "Grab my word." I just opened up the word, and it say, look here, I'm serious. I'm not lying on the word. Solomon's pagan wives. Okay, we just go start here because this is where Spirit brought me to. Okay, this is a women's study Bible because women always ask me in the comments, maybe because y'all see it's cute and it's pink. This is a women's study Bible. Okay, so women's word is what it is. Women influenced and dramatically altered the life and career of Israel's King Solomon. So they do have notes, historical notes in this women's study Bible. He ascended the throne when the nation was at its peak of power, free from external threats and well organized internally. Okay, Spirit is already speaking to me about this. His great wealth, extraordinary wisdom, and unparalleled understanding of life catapulted him to the peak of international prominence. By the way, my favorite book in the Bible is Ecclesiastes, where you just get to drink of the wisdom of the king. It's amazing. You know, I just feel like I should tell people to read Ecclesiastes. You probably already did, but I'm just saying. During Solomon's reign, however, Israel began to unravel because of his disobedience, primarily in one area, baby. His multiple marriages to them foreign gals. Huh? He was marrying girls from all types of project buildings and stuff like that. That's probably what they meant. So I'm just going to go on and say it. The use of the conjunction, however, highlights his folly and shows his disregard for the Mosaic warning from God against marriage to idolaters. In the royal harem appeared 700 wives and 300 concubines. Men be lying to themselves about what they can accomplish, don't they? Solomon's callousness toward the Lord seems to have grown in proportion to his addiction to women. Y'all, I'm reading this for a reason, because Spirit is leading me. Some of Solomon's marriages were political moves. The king was forming alliances with neighboring countries. He married Pharaoh's daughter and built a palace for her. He received the city of Gezer as her dowry, guaranteeing Egypt's friendship. Shout out to Egypt. Shout out to Kemet. However, he continued to marry foreign wives long after the political need had passed. These women were idolaters, worshiping Ashtoreth, the fertility goddess. Shout out to her, okay? Because we know they vilify any goddess energy in any patriarchal Bible, but that's another conversation for another day. The fertility goddess, whose worship included sacred prostitution. I got a book on sacred prostitution over here, okay? Because I study world religion, just so you know. And Molech, whose worship sometimes involved child sacrifice. Yeah, I can't get behind that. But this is what I'm going to say to y'all as far as why I felt Spirit was leading me to that. See, that's why this man has been humbled. This man previously was coming from a space where he had the wrong ideas about women, okay? He had the wrong ideas about women. He was not listening to the word of the Lord. He may not have even previously known the Lord, because we saw it looks like there may be a newly formed relationship with the good Lord in his life. So he may not have really been someone that understood those things to the level that he needed to understand them. And I really think something that's extremely important to note here is what we saw with King Solomon. There were things that went awry for him when he started to become somebody that's just going on and on and on with these women. That is when there were certain things that shifted and changed. It became apparent that he was just being greedy. He clearly had way more women than his, what the hell? You just collecting women now. What men be thinking they can do some amazing shit, don't they? They just gonna tear the bedroom down. I got thousands. No, you can't. You ain't got all that. And then you over there picking up girls from the 504 and the 312 and the 224 and the 213. Who do you think you are? You know, but be that as it may, the 706. You know they love that 706. But be that as it may, is it the 706 or the 704? Shout out to Atlanta. My point is this. At the end of the day, it was this man's, he got to a place where he was pairing himself up with women that were not divine feminines. Y'all saw Solomon, y'all just synced them. Okay, synced them. He was pairing himself up with women that were not divine feminine, and it began to affect his ability, okay, to lead, his ability to be in grace. And it was right before, you know, obviously it led to a fall, a disgrace, a disagreement between him and God, the last thing that you want. This man is now showing up in brokenness. He is coming to a place and a point where his attitudes about women, the way that he was spending his money, all of these things have led this man to a fall. At one point, he thought he had it going on. He was very cocky, believing that he knew everything that he needed to know in order to lead, in order to be seen a certain way. And what we're seeing here and now is that was not the case. Okay? That was not the case. This man made a lot of really bad decisions and a lot of really bad choices, and it's showing up in his brokenness and his humility. The reason that he's broken and living in a life of humility right now is because this man made a lot of really proud and foolish choices at a different point in his life, okay? So now here he is broken, in need of somebody to lean on, in need of somebody to spend his time with, carrying baggage, feeling worthless as he's been let go from a previous relationship, so insecure, so feeling so unlovable now after a lifetime of making poor decisions and not realizing that God does have his day of reckoning with all of us, that now he's in a position where, okay, he's saying to himself, you know, he's broken, he's humbled. He knows that he doesn't know half of what he thought he knew, okay, while he was out here running through the 16 in the clip and one in the hole. Hey, dog is about to make his body start cold. When he was out here living like that, 213 about to regulate. When he was out here living like that, that was the beginning of him setting the stage for him to end up in a really nasty and negative situation. So if you continue with him, though now he is humbled, his tail is tucked between his legs, he is in a space of brokenness. What does this relationship look like for you, baby? We see Ace of Cups energy. Okay? We do see Ace of Cups energy coming through the building. And it is because this man is wounded, okay? 9 of Wands energy, point blank period. The man is wounded. The man is down. Pimp down. Okay, the man is down. And this makes him a lot easier to capture. You may have found that in the past, or the women that were in his past, baby, nobody could get him to calm down and just be comfortable sitting with a woman in her Queen of Cups energy. It wasn't even possible. Okay? It wasn't something that he could do. It is in this time of brokenness that he is now in a position where he is like, you know what, I can just fall back. I can just relax. You know, there's no more of that boisterousness, okay? You are able to stand your ground now, the Empress and the 7 of Wands, and demand the things that you know you have coming to you. And this man just gonna sit there and take it, okay? The Hangman. This man's just gonna sit there and take it. We don't see him being pushy, okay? We see him being romantic because guess what? This man just want to be loved. He want to be wanted. Yeah, he wants to be wanted. He wants to be wanted so bad now that he's going to sit there. He'll take on burdens that he wouldn't have taken on before. And you know what I'm really hearing? It's a crazy thing because whatever woman left him or he feels left him or she left me when I was down is someone that took so much abuse when he was back there in them King Solomon days when he thought he was the shit. Okay? She took so much abuse that now this man feels like he's so broken from the loss of that relationship and from the failure of his manhood that he was not able to keep this woman enchanted with his bullshit. okay? That he is now sitting in a position where he really just feels like, you know, I got to do better for the next. Or I got to be kinder or gentler to the next so she won't reject me like that other woman did, okay? That is where he's at. He's emotionally, I want to say unstable, but he's emotionally, well, he's unstable. He's kind of going back and forth between grief and sadness, okay? And that's what's coming full circle for him. He's in a position now where he's kind of coming to a place of wanting to kind of let another feminine portal into his world, okay, and put him in lover's energy, okay? That's where he's at, okay? That's where he's at. He doesn't have anything else in particular he's going for. He doesn't have anything else in particular that he's leaning on. He doesn't have anything else in particular that he wants. That's it, okay? That's what he's holding on to. You know, I got this woman and I'm going to try to hold on to her. Knight of Swords energy. I'm going to try to make everything work with her because he can't take being considered a loser again. Do y'all see that? Ten of Swords. This man, spiritually, emotionally, he's in a place where he's going as far down as he can go. He's like, there's nowhere else to go but up for me because I'm hurting. Okay, this man is really, he's hurt, he's embarrassed, he's ashamed. I'm really getting the energy like when a puppy pees on the carpet. He's going through something in his life where he's been left feeling like he's a bit of a failure. Okay? That's where he's at. And he's trying to take action to kind of revitalize himself by being more of a gift giver to you. This gift giving to him is a really big deal. It's like it's something that he's never done, okay? Being the type of guy that's going to say, wait, let me stop off for her. I'm just going to stop off because I know that this is her favorite. This deli, I know this is her favorite sandwich. I'm going to stop off. She's never going to see me and I don't have a little something. You know, and I remember I had an ex like that. I really liked Snickers at the time, and I liked chocolate wine. If you ain't up on chocolate wine, you need to get you some. And he would always make sure he had that for me. Sometimes he would hide the Snickers in his pillowcases, so I would just find them, you know, around his room. It was like the cutest, I know your little chunky ass love chocolate shit ever, and I just loved it. So, you know, and it was a real show of I pay attention to the things that you enjoy. Because I was like a Snickers head for real back then. I was having a real sugar phase in life. And so these types of little things he's going to do, okay? Knight of Pentacles. He's also going to try to make sure he pays bills. So he's trying to do the little things. He's trying to make sure he pays bills. And back to my original point, the wild thing is we see Five of Wands energy. You'll fare better because this man is at odds with himself. You'll fare better than the woman that he was previously with. He just drags her. He put her through hell. That's just on period. He put her through hell, okay? He really did. And it is because she left that he now will be a better man for the next. You know, that's unfortunately usually the way it goes. That's why it's bad to tolerate men behaving badly because you're going to be the one who take the L in the end. So moving forward, if you plan to walk into this relationship, please stand in truth. Know that this man has been, he's a bit broken. He's a bit confused. He got a lot on his mind. Don't go into this relationship thinking this man is sturdy. I think that the energy that I'm getting is telling me that previously at any other time, you see this man as being very strong. Okay, you see this man as being a man that is very put together. You see this man as being a man that really has his head on straight, and usually he is because you see he operates in pride. He even operates in a bit of foolishness, okay, with greed and previously aligning himself with all types of women. But he usually emotionally, spiritually, mentally is in a stronger space, okay? He's in a stronger peace of mind. And this is what you're used to seeing from him, okay? So keep in mind when you go into this relationship, because you're asking yourself based on the man that you knew previously, you're saying, does it even make sense to get into this? Well, based on the man that you knew before, no. Based on the man you know today, yeah, you can get into this with him because this is now a man who is filled with regrets and kind of learned, you know, he learned what you don't want to do in a relationship, okay? That's where we are with it. He learned what not to do at this other woman's expense. And this is going to be something that's going to be beneficial to you. We're not reading reversals in this reading, okay? As obviously, I'm sure y'all have noticed by now. This man is somebody that's going to he's realized what's wrong. And he's going to put more energy into this relationship. 3 of Pentacles with the 2 of Swords. He's going to put more energy into this relationship because he's really trying. This man's in a cold place, y'all. 2 of Swords with the 5 of Pentacles. This man's in a very cold place, okay? I'm going to go ahead and just grab a little love quote. Because I feel there's a love quote that you need when dealing with him. This is the Quotables by Inez Nin. I love her, y'all. I might be saying her name like super ghetto. I'm not sure. Inez Nin. That might be more appropriate. Okay. But I love her. She is just really, she's classic poetry here. Yeah. Okay. And I just feel like I'm going to go ahead and share a quote from her because there's some compassion or some things you may want to take into consideration as you handle this masculine if you do decide to move forward in this relationship. Okay. 172, we see the habits you cannot bear in others are those you fight against in yourself. Okay, so maybe try to have compassion for him and remember that some of the things he's dealing with, maybe some of the things you struggle with yourself. Also, we see woman is not deluded. She must create without these proud delusions of man, without megalomania, without schizophrenia, without madness. She must create that unity which man first destroyed by his proud consciousness. Spirit is talking. This man's pride has caused a lot of the downfall that he's dealing with at this particular time, okay? Woman was born to be the connecting link between man and his human self, between abstract ideas and the personal pattern which creates them. Man, to create, must become man. Glory be to God. Do y'all hear what Inez is saying? I'm going to say it how I say it. Do y'all hear what Inez is saying? Lioness. Woman does not forget she needs the fecundator. Fecundator? Y'all, I don't know what that is. She does not forget that everything that is born of her is planted in her. Okay, that must have something to do with planting, gardening. Somebody out there know. Y'all tell me. This is so real. It is the source of woman's rebellions, her helplessness and dependency. You better go off lioness. I'm going to put a lie in front of there because that's just how I feel. So listen, the thing you have to know as you go into this relationship is that you are going to have to take the lead spiritually because this man is broken and his own foolishness has taken him into a negative space. Do not be delusional. Do not be without, being realistic with yourself. Do not allow yourself to get caught up into a fantasy of who this man is. This man needs a lot of help in terms of seeing what's next, seeing where he's going, seeing what's what. This man needs a lot of support in that particular area, and you will have to kind of be the lead in terms of emotional and spiritual spaces because this man is coming into this unable to create something new for himself. He's just coming in broken and buying chocolates and hoping that you'll be with him all the time while he's sad. That's really where he's at. Okay? And this man might have been running the streets, super dominant, clowning, giving you and any other woman who would give him the time of day the blues. Okay? That's like, serious stuff. Okay, the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups here, we see this man does have a lot of love for you and you will enjoy a lot of laughs with him. 9 of Cups. Y'all better be careful not to get fat over there because y'all like to eat. Knight of Cups. This man is always, again, he's going to be cool with bringing you in gifts and bringing you in a lot of seduction, a lot of sensuality, a lot of sexual energy. This is a very sexy man. This man may be sexy to you just sitting there doing nothing, okay? He has a lot of high masculine energy, and he also is a bit of a Romeo. These are things, especially the Romeo energy, okay? These are things that he has newly developed during this time, okay? 7 of Cups. These are things that he's fantasized about being, believing that if I just switch to this type of man, I'll be more desirable to women. 3 of Cups, Page of Swords. So he is trying to assert his more passionate King of Wands, his more sexy, his more alluring energies, okay? And the belief that this will allow you to see him in abundance and allow you to see him as somebody you would like to keep around. Somebody that you would be a fool for, because this man still desires to see a woman be a fool for him. We know that this is something that he lost, okay, in that previous relationship. Okay, this is something that could go to marital energy. Okay, as long as you stay in truth, because you just heard from our girl La Inez. Okay, you got to stay in truth in this relationship, because you're the person that's going to guide the emotional and mental progress of this relationship. Okay, you're the person that is going to guide this ship. And you can't guide this ship if you're not being real about the fact that this man is you know, previously he was a cad and now he's broken and he's sniffling around trying to put his life back together. In order for you to help him, because remember, he does need medicine woman energy. In order for you to help him get his life back on track and to help him get back on path, and help him get back on task, you're going to have to be someone that stays real about things, stays grounded, not allow your mental to take you off into delusions that a lot of times we as women, you know, fantasizing about things being something that they're not. Keep control of the situation. If you do that, it does have a chance to get towards a legacy. And then we do see the Page of Pentacles off up in here. Okay. Page of Pentacles energy. This man is one that is going to be making offerings to you, but this Page of Pentacles here says you may also want to make small offerings to him. Remember, this man needs a lot of love. He's really broken in terms of strength. These are things that are going to help him get his strength back, okay? An even exchange of energy, Six of Pentacles. Okay, this is going to help this man get his strength back. It's going to help him get his mind back so that he can be more of a divine masculine that can kind of take control and give some order to the thing, especially financially. And he's going to be a greater asset to y'all's new family dynamic, okay? With him being someone that is he's stronger and better in his mental space and state, okay? Four of Wands. This is definitely something that could become a joyous union, okay? But just know that this man is coming into this situation, you know, he came in a bit broken. With some love, with a little TLC, you know, he can get back on his feet and really be the man that he's used to being. But right now, the Emperor is grieving. The Emperor is crying. The Emperor is brokenhearted. Really, he's depressed. He's not himself, okay? And he needs something to focus on. He needs something to hope in and believe in, you know. He needs something to be strategic about. Even maybe, you know, this man's in a situation now where he might think he snuck to justice by running away from that previous woman that he was in a relationship with. But he really didn't sneak to justice because karma. He may have also had to get this lady a lot of money just to kind of get out of the situation. He might have owed her some different things that he had to pay out. And that really shifted things for him. Okay, so future facing for this man, because at this point, he's dealing with the karma. He thought if I'm going to pay this money, I'm going to just leave her, I'm going to go into this next situation. This man is going to have to deal with his broken heart. Okay, three of Swords, Four of Cups. He's going to have to deal with that. However, we do see this being a promising relationship, you know, if this man decides to go on through and deal with his challenges, okay? He's going to have to really stop, think, rest, be real with himself, okay? Any offerings and things that you make to him right now, some of the bigger offerings may be blocked, okay? We know you want to get to where you're offering him a little more, but we just went from a page. Maybe give him something a little bit in the middle. Don't give him too much, and I'm going to tell you why. This man is so broken. He's going to become somebody that if you were to gift him, you say, you know what, you give me a little something every day. Let me get you something really nice. If you were to do that, he's so broken right now that it may hurt him. It may be like, oh, she doesn't think I'm man enough to buy myself a watch. You know, this man is a little depressed. So, you know, just take it easy, okay? Let him see you just, you know, you're in your Nine of Pentacles energy, and you just make sure you're keeping up the communication. Six of Swords, you know, just talk to him. You want to make sure you're kind of finding out what's on this man's mind because he's a little blue, okay? So just, you know, just keep up with him mentally. You know, because this man is trying to balance out coming from, and it wasn't just this woman. Whatever went on with him, y'all, it wasn't just this woman. That's not it. This man been through something that really took him through some changes. This relationship, all of it, it took him through some shit. okay? And he's been sitting back grieving, and he needs a woman that can help him work through this and transition, because something came through this life that took this man into a dark, dark place, a dark night of the soul, okay? Death card energy, 9 of Swords. And here you are now, you know, kind of in the middle of this space with him, but this man was in a tower emotionally, okay? The Tower of the King of Cups, baby. This man was in a tower. He was in a dark place. The Death with the Tower card energy. Mentally, this man was really going through something for real. And he may have been literally fighting for his mental health. He had some demonic forces that were troubling him, bothering him. Whatever he just went through, it left him crash. And we know what we just saw from good brother King Solomon is that when you have been living wrong, you ain't been living right, you ain't been living in a way as a man that is pleasing to the eyes of God, there just comes a point of reckoning, okay? And many of the things in this man's life fell apart. Not just that ex, but many things in this man's life fell apart. It could have very well been health, okay? It could have very well been career. It could have been some things happening in his family with his parents or children. And this man has just really gone through it, and he's trying to find a way to win again, okay? He's trying to find the right feminine. Queen of Wands with the Knight of Wands. Y'all see it. Now, y'all are a match. But again, this man got a little coming up to do. We know that, okay? New beginning. He has to step it up some, and that's something that you have to remain realistic about. But the wisdom with the Hermit energy that you bring, the femininity that you bring, Moon card energy, and Judgment with the Sun. Church bells ring when the Judgment card comes through the building, okay? The Judgment card energy with the Sun card energy you bring. This man does get a restoration of his masculine energy. But what we see here is that he has learned to be more kind. He's learned to be gentler. He's learned to be more patient. He's learned to be a gifter. And you get these things from him if you move forward in this relationship. Like I said, that other woman that just sat up there and accepted all his garbage, well, that's where it ends for her. However, you will actually get courtship from this man, okay, based on what he's been through. This man is also going to see you as a mothering figure, and he's going to begin to treat you with divinity because you've been there. You've been the nurturer, okay? You become someone that is always in his thoughts because he knows you smile upon him. You've been kind to him, okay? You've allowed him to go through whatever this is he's going through, this dark place, okay? And you've been a messenger to him that gave him an expectation. From day to day, something good may happen with her. That's who you begin to represent to him as he's going through this, okay? Coming through from this unrequited love that he's been dealing with, okay? This man may have only had work to focus on, trying to get his finances and his career back off the ground. And making you the main woman in his life, okay? It was something that gave him some hope. It gave him something to depend on. It felt like something that God had given him, okay? It was written. It gave him something to believe in. You even became like a bit of an authority figure in his life because of your divine feminine energy. Again, your ability to be a leader in the spiritual realm, okay, gives you authority in his life. That is a special chemistry he has with you. You being someone that has a spiritual authority and an anointing. He's never been with a woman like this. This is a man that has only been with karmics where he was being used for this or that, and he was using them for this or that. That's all he knows. He doesn't know anything about divine connections. And now that you two are connected and he is truly broken open, okay, where he can bleed and he can heal and he can kind of go through the ins and out that he needs to go out to become a man, like our girl La Anise, okay, told us. This is what he needs and what is needed for him. And this is a great fortune for him. This is a blessing for him, okay? He who finds a wife finds a good thing. That is the message that is coming through in this, okay? For whoever you are out there, sister, that was saying, like, if I move forward with him, is this even a good idea? Yeah, because it does have some divine elements to it that you will not see coming for a million years. But, baby, today, Spirit says to let you know they are there, okay? If you have enjoyed this Divine Feminine Tarot Tea, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, okay? Hit the bell. If you want to be here every single time, me and the T team are over here getting it in, popping this knowledge, looking into these tarot messages, okay? And as always, y'all, if you would like a personal reading, again, please go ahead and step on over to dftarottea.etsy.com where you can catch me over there and book your personal reading. And I will catch y'all in the next one.